Salah Ibn Noah is a popular staff amongst the student body. He is the lead for the Student Development Unit of Student Affairs, Landmark University. He has supported ideas, supported startups, supported Hult Prize from the start. And we believe his previous experiences will help us get the best today. Well, that's it for the judges. Please, once again, let's welcome all our judges present, both here and online. Well, I'm Samuel Arogbo, outside the box. We've had challenges ranging from education, feeding, unemployment, refugees, and a whole lot of other stuff. Have the zeal, afternoon, night, sending me mail, sending me here. Before I invite the teams, please, Izek. I want to believe each team has sent their slides to my webmail. I want to believe each team has sent their slides to my webmail because I think they've run the ballot, so I'll be calling the teams one by one. All the teams. Yeah, I'll call the teams, yes. Team Emerald. Team Emerald. Oh, okay. Do you have your team members? They're not here. I think you will have to wait for some minutes. Because I gave the requirement for anyone to be on stage. I'm sure I did that. Yes. So, Team Power. Can I see you guys? Team Power. Okay, fine. Do you have your slides in my mail already? What are you waiting for? Please line up to the front. Team Power, please, let's put our hands for Team Power. So, just line up here. All right, please. So judges, both online and present, Team Power will be presenting the idea to you. And I'm sure you already understand how it works. 5 minutes for your pitch and 4 minutes for questions. So I would advise you cut any unnecessary talk. Do what you're supposed to do, hit the nail on the head. I worked with them actually, but not full time. I saw them put in the work. Some of them didn't meet up with meetings though, but I think they are ready. And some of them are previous competitors. Yeah, he's a previous competitor. So while they're trying to prepare the slides, I wonder why they've not sent it to my mail, but they will set it up now. Please, if you are any other team represented here, send it to my mail now. arogbolo.samuel@lmu.edu.ng. So we won't have to waste time. How many teams do I have? How many teams do I have? I have 7 teams here. Yes, but it will be 6 because the last team they're not actually here, so the 6 teams. That was the first team I called. Yes. So 6 teams will pitch. On the stage. Okay, okay, okay. Team Spec, please walk up to the stage. Please round of applause for Team Spec. It's an all-girls team. I don't know the politics they played, but Team Spec. So you like separate yourself. So that's Team Spec. Let there be. Yes. Exactly. Okay. Photographer, I hope you are taking pictures of these teams. These are potential startups or potential CEOs. The next team on my list is Team Crystal. Team Crystal. Wow. This is an army. Please, Team Crystal, walk up to the stage. Like I said, recognize them because they are potential CEOs. The next team is Team Trailblazer. Team Trailblazer, yes. Team Trailblazers. Please walk up to the stage. You can like fix yourselves together so it's easier. Come this way. Yes, yes. So we can identify the difference should be clear. Don't go all the way to the wall now. Just somewhere around. Just somewhere together. Yeah, then. Yes, perfect. Okay, Team Bolt. Team Bolt. Please put your hands together for Team Bolt. Team Bolt. As at our first meeting, this Team Bolt, there were like 2 teams inside Team Bolt. I'm wondering what happened. Just come around here. Yes. No, already this is the team. Okay, the last team I'll be calling, Team Revolutionary. Wow. Team Revolutionary. Please put your hands together for them. Yes, I think I know this team. They were the ones that told me $1 billion US cannot do the idea. And I was wondering what they wanted to build. Okay. So, judges, both online and present, these are our distinguished and notable teams. And I believe they have all it takes to pitch today. I kept sinking into them that it should make it hard for you to decide. So they put their best, whatever it takes. I'm sure they have everything ready, their slides, their products. And they are not yet there yet. This is an on-campus event, still at the preliminary stage. So yes, as much as you would like to hit on them, I think the fire should reduce a little at some point. Because I've gone through everything they've done. Yes, they meet up the Hult Prize guidelines. But there's still some realness we've not gotten yet. But then, they're potential CEOs, so I think they should be accorded that respect. Mr. Judges, I think they're okay, so they can go. Please, everyone can go back to their seats while Team Power prepare for their pitch. team at the back, the viewing team, are we ready to go? For Team Power. Alright. Are we live for Team Power? Please, this is why I made it clear at the beginning, before I even started. Send it to my mails. Please, don't let us waste time. Okay. I will do the 10 piece myself. Offer. Are we good? A general team that has sent anything to my webmail. Okay, Team Power. Okay. That's good. So Team Power, you have 5 minutes for your pitch, and the judges have 4 minutes to run their questions. But most times you usually reserve 4 minutes, but then you have to do your part, 5 minutes. Whatever you have to do, 5 minutes. So it would have been easier if you had the slides here. I will try to get it on the laptop. But please put your hands together for Team Power as they make their presentation.
Good everyone. We are Team Power and we've come to our solution. Next. These are freshly produced fruits and food when they are produced from the farm. Next. But this is what they become because of lack of proper preservation techniques. Next. And according to U.S. National Library of Medicine, they discovered that about 4 billion tons of food is produced per year, but 1.6 billion of this food is wasted due to lack of preservation techniques. Also, 66.5 million of this food is wasted during consumer to retailer processes. Next. In Nigeria only, they discovered that the amount of food wasted accounts to about 19% of the total cultivated land. Next. And also, unutilized food results in emission of extra CO2, which is about 3.3 billion, and this can lead to global warming. Also, because of this, there's increased economic value, like the local farmers are not able to afford the means of chemical preservations and the use of fridge. Next. And also, we also discovered that some of even these means that they use to preserve their food, like the use of refrigerators and use of chemical preservations, are harmful. Use of refrigerators, for example, the refrigerators release chloroform, which produces HCl and phosgene, and this affects the environment.
The use of chemical preservative to keep these products has helped on a greater run, but has led to side effects such as cancer, breathing problems, environmental pollution. Thank you.
Therefore, we have come up with a solution to all these problems by reducing pollution and preserving food. And these products can be used by farmers, retailers, traders, and commission agents. And the name of our product is Power.
Power is a device that is a model that we've worked on, and it helps to allow the farmer to keep the farm produce. This is a model. On top is the solar connector. This gets it directly from sunlight. We have the body, we have a temperature gauge, we have a pressure gauge, and we have a pH gauge. This temperature gauge helps the farmer to detect the temperature of the food. The pH gauge helps it to detect the acidity and the basicity of the food substance. while the pressure gauge helps tell the farmer that the container is airtight. This temperature helps to reduce, the increase in temperature helps to reduce microorganism growth in the food preservation to allow it to go for a very long period of time. The pH system helps to detect if the food is becoming too acidic or too basic, while the pressure gauge helps the farmer to detect if it's completely airtight in order to reduce the effect of microorganisms inside. This also, we've made contact with, we checked various NGOs that would be able to partner with to help reduce the cost of production, cost of sales for the farmers, and to help the farmers get a reliable source. Two, we'd also have depots in different areas for farmers that can't fully pay for such equipment, so they could rent and pay per day or per week.
Over 1.3, why accept us? Over 1.3 foods wasted globally is preserved. Our product saves cost preservation, reduces dangers of global warming by elimination of CO2, and increases safe and healthy lifestyle. Completely eliminates use of chemical preservatives, thereby reducing pollution, and completely eliminates the use of refrigerators, which releases chloroforms, thereby reducing pollutions. Increases the amount of food and fruits produced by the farmers. Thank you.
All right, well done, Timpa. I think I like your product, really nice, but there is an aspect of it that is not clear to me. You skipped the bit of the train. Is it kind of user-friendly? We're talking about illiterates. Most farmers in Nigeria, rather, talking about our local environment now, right? How do you expect them to, familiarize themselves with that? Because as a person, I don't even understand all of those jargons that you're talking about. Yeah, so you need to make it, come down to a level. Then number two, what about the training aspect of it? Is this something they can use? Number three, how is the acceptability? When the mobile phone came at the initial stage to Nigeria, persons felt it was witchcraft. Hope you know that. I'm sure you were still young then. So have you thought about how these local persons will accept this? Thank you.
Yes, it's user-friendly. The three indicators that are on the device is to help the farmer to know when and how to use. When to remove the farm produce, because it doesn't store the food for long. It gives an extra 2 to 3 weeks of storage. So that's for the gauge that are present there. And it's user-friendly. Sorry, I believe I've answered the question now.
She asked about 3 questions. You only answer 1.
No, I answered. Oh.
Somebody should be noting the questions. You know the question. You only answer. Yes, we answered the others. I suggest that you note the questions and then respond after all the panelists must have asked their questions. So, then she also has a question that how will farmers in Nigeria be able to use this product that they will not think is something big? This has actually been practiced, but the one we are bringing in is a more friendly one and less costly one. I think you'll have heard of vacuum bag sealing process stuff. That was the kind of technology we are using. And it's already practiced by some Nigerians in Nigeria.
All right. Thank you for your presentation. I have 2 questions. All right. So for the product power, is it like a one-size-fits-all for whole product? You said it's going to talk about the pH, the temperature, right? Am I correct? It monitors the pH, the temperature, but each product have different pH where they temperature where they survive. So if that is the case, so what then is the learning curve of each product for each farmer? Just just imagine I have a poultry. Oh, sorry, I have maize, I have yam. These things survive at different temperature, different pH. So as a farmer, I have to learn for each product how. Do you understand what I'm saying? How to survive. So how do you address the learning curve for that?
Most, fa- sir? Okay.
Hello. Thank you. The last question was given to you. That is, you have different fruit items or food items with different temperature. Okay. One, you did not even mention any temperature range. What are the temperature range I'm expecting? What's the pressure range I'm expecting? And then the size of your, what do you call that box? Power. What's the size? What's the quantity of foodstuff will it take? We need to know the quantity so that based on that we will know the efficiency, effectiveness, and the quantity of things you are going to test at the end of everything. Are you getting me? But at the same time, when you are introducing your product or model, you give us a little or lengthy operational aspect of it. How does it work? This thing, I will open it and then put this. When I put it, I cover it. When I cover it, I put acid. You understand me? Operational, how to operate it. That one will give us the opportunity of rating it and giving you appropriate scores. So when you ask the question, I want to see the operational aspect of it, then the temperature range, because you may mention a temperature that is not suitable for your food stuff. I will quickly tell you that it's not possible. That's why I want to know the temperature range. Then the pressure range. We have values. I know the values all these foodstuffs should be kept. If not, what you are saying is rubbish. Then I want to know the size. What size of foodstuff can this thing bring out at a go, so that I know what I'm expecting at the end of a day or 1 week or 1 month. Thank you very much.
Okay. You want to respond? Okay. Well, first and foremost, I want to commend your brilliant idea, because your idea transcends time, space. Is something that is very relevant to the global context. So please, I think you guys deserve commendation for that. But beyond that, also, your presentation, I don't know, I wasn't comfortable with your presentation. You guys were looking timid a little bit. So please, I think you need to add life. You need to be vibrant. Yes, your presentation, because it matters a lot, and then it says a lot about you. Is that okay? But wonderful product. Thank you very much.
I think I've answered your question. To you, sir. You said, how does this product apply to all? Foods are basically categorized into two. They are acidic and basic. The pH checks the acidic and the basic food materials. For the acidic ones, once there's an increase in acidity, it shows that there's drop in level of microorganisms, which is safe for the farm produce. For the basic food materials, once there's a drop in the basicity, it shows that the level of the food is still good and still edible. That's what the farmer would have to check to know if he has to condemn the farm produce, or he still keeps them. He sees it. That's the pH level. When the pH level for the acidic is there, it's showing. Diagram. Okay. no products can completely store a farm produce for life. There's a lifespan. It just increases the lifespan. That's what the product do. But along the way, while the lifespan is being increased, when it gets towards the part that it gets bad, it indicates for you. Yes. Point. Okay, sir. Yes. Disease. Okay. Yes. This is
Your
okay.
picture is just to.
No, this is a 3D model that we're working on, but we couldn't finish because of technical know-how. Okay, you good. No, I'm to explain the model. No, that's you said I should talk about the model. Okay. You talked about temperature range, sir. For food to cook, using tomato as an example, it has to boil up to 140 degrees Celsius. Then tomato is cooked. But in the equipment that we're building, it regulates the temperature. There's a solar collector on top that brings heat. The body is an adiabatic body, which means there's no heat exchange. When the collector traps heat inside, it stores it. When the heat is inside, it warms the farm produce to 30 degrees Celsius, which is enough to kill certain microorganisms inside, which will preserve the food.
Are you okay dealing with tomatoes?
No,
Or
for
different foodstuff?
with different food
So
stuff.
you only mentioned tomato now.
I used it as a case study, sir. I used tomato as a case study.
As an example.
Yes.
But I want to tell you that all foodstuffs cannot be survive with temperature.
For a foodstuff for microorganisms to start working, affecting a foodstuff, it has to be on room temperature and below, which is 25 degrees to 20 degrees Celsius. Anything above will gradually reduce the effect of microorganism on the product. You talked about size of the equipment. We have different sizes. To fit different farmers would produce different sizes. Not all farmers are large scale. A farmer that works on grain will make a lesser. A farmer that works on different foodstuff will make different sizes.
Is there a model that tweaks the temperature, or is a general temp? Is it a standard temperature you are using?
Yes,
or you have a model that tweaks it to suit the particular food, or it's just generic, raise the temperature above room temperature, and then the food is fine. Is that what you do, or you have a model that adapts to the particular food product you have?
Yes, sir.
That's a model.
The model is not here on ground, but it's part of what we considered in the write-up.
Okay.
Yes. And operation, how it works. Boiled water, heated water is added inside. The farm produce is poured inside. Then it's sealed up. The body is sealed. Then the pressure gauge shows if there's air inside. Air actually helps microorganisms to function, but without the presence of air, the microorganisms won't fully function. And since there's the water inside heated, it would trap and kill the microorganism inside. And there's the gauges that show how long the equipment works. The farm produce are kept inside.
Was not this question. What is the purpose of this your model?
It's
Preservation,
yes,
storage,
yes.
or the testing of what? Decaying or what?
It works for all.
It
It works to preserve, to store, and to detect
interesting. That's why it's getting all these comments. I will suggest that you make this product scalable. You start small with particular types of food, you know, and once you are able to perfect that, in fact, you don't have to cater for all the types of food. But supposing you still want to cater for all the types of food, I suggest you start with a particular, type of, and perfect it, to the point that it naturally grows itself to the level you'd want. I think that's one.
There are similar models that the only one that has been done is a pressure sealer, and it's just for items that are being cooked in the kitchen, not for farm produce.
I think we'll call it a day for this team. That was a wonderful presentation from Team Power. Please put your hands together for Team Power. You can go to your seats now. Team Power, PAWA. That was a wonderful product, but then you should take that advice. Make your product scalable. Yes, I mentioned it earlier that they've not put in all the work, but for the very fact that the idea is there, it's a wonderful one. So once again, let's appreciate Team Power, PAWA. Okay, without wasting time, please, for every other team, ensure your slides are in the mail or by flash, anyhow. You have 5 minutes to pitch. And please, judges, you have 4 minutes. Please, so that we can round up. So, Team Spec, can you come to the stage? Team Spec, SPEC. Please put your hands together for the all-girls team. I work with Team Spec, and I think they're quite anxious. I think they have all it takes. So, Team Spec. Don't need to spray, just be together.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. Looking back in the year 2016, an estimated number of 4.2 million premature deaths were found caused by air pollution.
In other words, pollution in our environment has been of great concern to our environment, and it involves tactical ways of approaching it. If not, our health status will be in jeopardy.
The gases involved in polluting the air include carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur oxide, and particle pollutants.
As reviewed earlier, these gases have a lot of negative effects in our country today, Nigeria, such as haze, global and climate change, and so much more.
In this, I and my team members came up to tackle the problem, air pollution, using Trecity.
Trecity is a device that traps the polluted air and converts this polluted air into electrical energy. The conversion of this polluted air is done by the turbine engine.
Okay, I'm here to verify what she just said. Trecity is basically a device that collects polluted air, our CO, our nitrogen oxide, and passes the polluted air through a plum. It's a tube-like thing, that stuff there. And in that plum, chemical reactions take place there, which brings up heat energy. And that heat energy is what we are going to be using to power our turbine energy and from our turbine engine, and from there producing electrical energy. We can bring up to 100 to 400 megawatts energy. Yeah, turbine energy brings up to 100 to 400 megawatts energy.
The cost of producing the Trecity, that is the cost of production, which is the cost of producing the device. As seen, we're going to use 3 machines. The cost of getting the mini turbine engine is 120,018 naira. Price of an air trapper, the flue is the black pipeline something. The black pipeline that is used to connect the air trapper and the turbine engine. And also the earth benefit of electricity is the number of impacts per dollar end times the number of transactions. And we used a case study of 4 communities.
Next slide. Now the marketing model. Next, please. Yes, the marketing model of Trecity is, first of all, we have to get an agreement deal with the community leaders, the state ministries, and the NGOs to supply the equipment. As seen here, it passes from the administration to the Trecity, that's the device, then to the community.
In order to ensure the continuity of Trecity, a maintenance and follow-up team is being established. This maintenance and follow-up team is branch representatives which will be located in different communities, and these branches, they will ensure the installation of these devices, and any customer inquiries that arises from the community will be answered by these branches.
So the environmental benefit of our Trecity device is that by using polluted air, it reduces the amount of polluted air in the environment, which reduces greenhouse effect and global warming. Thank you.
Team Spec, I guess. Yes, Team Spec. Thank you for that presentation. Please, judges, you can go on with the questions.
Thank you very much. I must tell you something, because what you have just done now is what we have in Landmark now. Waste to wealth, or how to transform, green environment. You are talking of turbine. The turbine you said you can buy 120. You can't. I'm not saying you can't buy, but have you seen them? Have you seen the turbine?
Yeah, we checked.
Please be sincere.
Yes.
I'm into that. You can't be sincere to me. We as a university, we can't even get a turbine to buy. You are saying you can get a turbine. I'm just telling the truth. You can't get a turbine of 120,000. Turbine is even our problem. What you are saying here, we have it in the farm here. We're looking for. I invited some people to to produce turbine. We have problem with them because of the price. We told them, give us a mini turbine. Even in Nigeria, they could not, and we're still on it. So it's good. You have an idea. You have read. You know how to transform the environment to be green and to be carbon dioxide, whatever. But what you are saying you want to do, you mean, sorry to you, I'm not discouraging you, but you understand what I'm trying to say. It's not verbal, but I love your idea. You have the idea, you have the concept, okay? That's just the cost you are putting there, it will not even buy something. So, but I love your idea, I love the concept, but you need money. I get me? You need money.
I just want to say that I am wowed. Like, yes, I need to be very sincere. Is anyone in engineering amongst you? You're in engineering? Wow, well done, well done, well done.
ABE, Agric and Biosystem Engineering.
Wow.
I'm actually in industrial maths, but I always tag along the engineering students, so
Wow.
I believe I'm an engineer.
Well done, I'm proud of it. Please, this idea must really, not just fly, it must soar. Please, well done. But one thing I missed there, sincerely speaking, I'm not an engineer. What is the only use of the, after you've amassed or you've accumulated the whatever it is, what is it going to do? Because I just got lost there. Please explain to me.
We are just using the polluted air to convert it to electrical energy.
All right,
and
I
yes,
missed that.
yes.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. All right. Okay. So is it more? So will it come out cheaper than the normal solar that we are using now eventually?
The main point of using this trapper and collecting polluted air or Trecity is actually because of global warming and everything, and wastage of gases. Because when we keep on using generators and power plants, CO keeps on releasing into the environment, polluting, getting worse. Like we have to reduce the pollution in the air, not really just looking for alternatives. So that's the main point of doing this.
I have observation, and it's very simple. I don't know. You said this project will be concentrated where? Poor community.
No, it will be.
You may need to review that. Well, you mentioned poor community. You may need to because where we have industrialized machines are not really in poor areas. Do you get?
We have it.
Okay. I should have mentioned this earlier, but then the theme of this year is environment. So as long as they can hit the positive impact on the environment, the electrical energy is just a next plan. It's not really the point of the project. Yes. Yes, alternative energy, which is electrical energy. Whatever idea any team is bringing up here, their major aim is to have a positive impact on the environment. Yes, as long as they can do that, anything that comes after can be tweaked around. But then you can still answer the question.
Yeah, so I think you may need to look at that very well. Or you want to say something about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's mostly in urban areas where we use industrialized. So the concentration is actually urban environments, urban communities, because that's where people are densely packed, and that's where it's really that's where air pollution.
So it's not you're getting the idea right. Thank you.
Very good. You have the idea. You have done. You see, thank you. The problem is that if even to convert it to energy, you need a transformer, because when it's coming out, you need a transformer to distribute the energy. So it's very costly. I love the idea. You have the concept, but what you need is money to get even a transformer. Then to distribute that, whatever is money. Are you getting me? Then the number of energy you say you will give, you can't give up to that. Even the one that's existing now is not up to 400 megawatts. You don't know the number of 400 megawatts? You want to, the old, what they call New York City. The old New York City. Nobody has ever realized alternative energy as far as 400 megawatts. I'm speaking to you authoritatively, okay? We have it here. When you finish, I'll take you to where we have rice. Waste to energy. We have all the instruments, all those things you gather. We have it. What we're looking for now is combustion, this thing, and then transformer. Nobody to give it to us. They are mentioning $100,000. Where will you get $100,000? I mean, not 100,000. More than that. I just mentioned dollars now. Okay, but the idea, the concept is good. How to realize it, enough money to get all those things is what I'm just particular about. Thank you very much.
The judges still have something to say.
Well, let's hope these girls go all the way and get the funding, hopefully. So, but you would have to really break down what you really want to do. There are a lot of other things to learn. What you want to do is massive, 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 massive. And the skill set needed, you have not displayed it adequately here. So I'd like you to do more research. But thumbs up to you. All girl team, wonderful. Thank you.
So the last question from, okay. So you're lucky Mr. Bolu is not going to say anything. So. Okay. Team Spec, can we give it up for Team Spec one more time? Okay, without wasting time, we're going to the next team. Team Crystal, where are you? Team Crystal. Please march up to the stage. Yes, the soldier team. Team Spec, or Team Crystal rather. They'll be speaking to us. So like I said, you have 5 minutes. The judges have 4 minutes. So we'll make it snappy so we can go back for dinner. The time starts now. Please, slides.
Good everyone. I want to take just a moment and think how the world would be if we could actually reduce, or if not being able to eradicate the main cause of global warming, which is CO2, an unwanted gas. With our idea, we won't just actually eradicate the global warming, but we'll make the society more fit for living. A self-propelled bike designed to ease the stress and the hassle of moving around whilst saving our planet. Our aims in this our presentation will be to reduce global carbon emission levels, to solve the problem of the last mile, to provide an alternative to using public transport, especially in the community like Landmark, where poor to no means of transportation within the campus.
Thank you. Taking for an example, in Lagos, Nigeria, a bicycle sharing life cycle style applicable would receive an equity investment from aggressive capitals. A venture fund targeted at early stage setup in Africa. This also could be a life cycle brand that focuses on promoting health living and environmental sustainability with a particular focus on mobility. In the 11th United Nations Sustainable Development Goals is targeted on a sustainable city and communities, but how can cities be sustainable when automobiles flying are releasing CO2 into the environment? As a result of this, government and private individuals have sought out alternatives to solar-powered automobiles like Teslas and non-CO2 emitting automobiles like bicycles. Next slide. Market opportunities of these bikes are created because of issues of traffic congestions in many of the world's busiest cities like Kenya, Nairobi, the capital, Lagos, the capital of Nigeria, whereby we have traffic congestions, and CO2 is emitted in the environment due to time wastage.
Next slide, please. Why choose Crystal Bike? Cycling could potentially ease the hassle of transportation, the congestion road, create a cheaper option for transport, and also give health benefits, as it would help people to subconsciously exercise. It is also beneficial to the environment, as bicycles do not emit dangerous greenhouse gases to destroy the ozone layer. Next slide, please. Why cycle? Increase the sense of community, like it brings together the community. Then zero weight at the bus stops. Most times in Lagos, the government have tried. That's why we have BRT buses. They've tried to increase the weight at bus stops. The weight at bus stops, which they have not eradicated. To keep up with the trends, to congest roads, traffic, hold-ups, people get home late, to reduce carbon emission and increase environmental sustainability. Cost-effective mode of transportation for obvious health benefits. Bicycles are available. These bicycles are available every time and every day of the week, including Saturdays and Sundays.
The value proposition of these bicycles will be from 20 to 80% annual revenues, and then the annual revenues from branding at more or less advertisement, just 10%. Then for communities, university communities who would actually take up this project, it's going to be like a 5 million annual potential revenue. Then for states, cities, it would be like 15 million annual revenue for them. Next slides, please. And the opportunities, we aim to offer around 20 just for 20 minutes, 20 naira for 15 minutes. Don't get me wrong, these are not just bicycles. These bicycles are going to be self-propelled. You do not need to pedal. You do not need to pedal. All you need to do is press a button and you keep moving. When you're stressed out, you're exhausted, and you just want to get to your location without stressing, without having to wait at the bus stops, wait at any places, without emissions to the environment. Next slide, please. And from the communities, from university communities, we expect zero to low financial commitment. None at all. Then 100% cooperation, sustainable laws, suitable laws to guide and encourage riding on campuses, and security of our bikes, exclusivity in the premises. Next, please. The bike sharing application is customized with geolocation apps, and users are expected to access our bicycles in 2 ways. Request with the application and with their bank code with USSD codes. All you have to do is scan and we'll get it all sorted out. Next, please. Then the application process is built for lifestyle companionship for users, every users, irrespective of your locations. It's not limited to riding bicycles, but also includes fitness planning, keeps you fit, and tracks your fitness goals, and serves as an e-commerce store or platform. The market has not been tested yet, but we're particularly interested in seeing how best we can achieve success. Just go to the pictures. Let me give some examples. Smooth, this is done in Lagos. This is a bicycle company done in Lagos, and this is another bicycle company started in LASU, Lagos State University. These are just examples. Then examples of the cycles, the automated bikes, the automated wheel, and all we need, just this, brushless brake system. The brake system is brushless. It runs on a DC motor, permanent magnet, and the battery is also enabled to charge your phone whilst in motion. That's the motor. That's what's going to be electrified, electronic. No emotions whatsoever, no emissions whatsoever. That's going to be the battery. The battery, then the phone holder. Please go back. The battery, the phone holder, the control, the throttle, the PA sensor, the brake sensor, the charger, and the wires for easy mobilization. The next slide, please. Then a powerful motor, 2 times life, up to 25 kilometers per hour, then 40 to 50 kilometers per battery life. Thank you.
That was a wonderful presentation from Team Crystal. So what's the name of your product? Okay. Okay, please, judges, you have 4 minutes. Thank you.
Crystal self-propelling bikes. Crystal, Team Crystal. Sorry.
Team Crystal.
Well done. I like the idea. One of the beautiful things, or one of the essence of what's it called, sustainability. You want to save the planet, and I think to an extent, sustainability is about you profounding a solution now that will not harm the future. The future we're talking about here is human beings. Number one, do you have an enabling route to adopt this method? Do you know the number of persons that go on London Road riding on bikes?
Yes. They actually partitioned the roads just for bikes.
Do we have them in existence now?
If this project is successful, definitely we'll make plans for those. Just like BRT lanes, the way BRT lanes are. And we have it in Lagos in Ikeja presently. Sir, we already have it. We already have it in Lagos presently. In Ikeja. Yes, we do. For these bikes, yes. The picture I showed, smooth, in Ikeja, they partitioned the road just for the bikes.
You need to take note of those questions because these are the questions that should, propel you to think wider. So I think it is important that, meaning you're going to restrict your users to a particular area in Lagos. Is that what you're talking about?
Areas we can extend.
You are going to restrict to a particular area. I like it. Boris Johnson, I think he rides bicycle to work. He rides bicycle to work. It's good. It reduces the congestion on the road and all that. But at the same time, we need to look at the risk. That's why I used that definition earlier. You're preserving the present. Using the present to preserve the future. The future I'm talking about is human beings. Do you get? Because even normal bike men, they are the if you get to the hospital, the old bike guys, because of bike and all that. So we need to consider, it's a very beautiful idea, but do we have the enabling road in Nigeria? That is just my issue. Thank you.
I'm from China, so all what you are just saying is a good concept. You have good, but it's already done. So what are you bringing to it? What's the new thing, the new innovation you are bringing to it? Because it's a matter of putting the bikes, all the components together, and you have the bike. What is your own innovation now? Your contribution?
It's done, but it's manual. What we are bringing is making it automated.
Who told you that?
We are making it automatic.
I said it's already existing in China. I just came back last year. It's there. I'm a Chinese man. I'm a Chinese man, Japanese and Korean. I've seen them. I speak all the languages. Are you getting me? So don't when it comes to ask anybody in the world, they will tell you. So what are you bringing into it? It's already existing in China, in Korea.
Yes,
so
sir,
just tell me what you are bringing. Don't worry, it's a good idea. Even for you to bring the idea to this place, it's okay. But what are you bringing in? What is the little that is unique you want to sell to us in Nigeria? It's not common. This is Nigeria. The question she asks, very, very important. What are you trying to do? You want to tell the government that, look, you want to start this business. Can they do this? 3 of my family died because of this bike of a thing. They were just right early in the morning and they were killed. 3. The families are living with us. The 3. I get it because of this bike of a thing, manual. Now you are talking of automated drone. How many number of people? Unless we have tracks. So what are you bringing in? I'm expecting something from the group. She asked that question. If it is only that you are bringing in, are you getting me? Can you tell us? Just mention it now. What are you bringing in? It's already existing. Say it now. We'll give you your mark. Innovation is what you're expecting. It's already existing, but the reason why you are bringing this to Nigeria is because of this. And I'm expecting you to say it. What is it?
Lacking. First things first, majorly, it is lacking in Nigeria and lacking in universities.
Yes.
Basically, universities. Our target is universities.
Yes. So what do you want to do now? What are you bringing in so that all those things will be eliminated? So that we'll buy into it. We'll tell them that they should support you. This project must be supported because of what you are bringing in. I expected you to say it. You have not said it.
Sir, with the aims on the project, we are bringing in eradication of global warming. 1, I know it's already done, but our major focus is landmark, where transportation there is none at all. Places where there is no source of transportation, that's what we're targeting. That's basically what we're bringing in.
Case study, Landmark University. Then
case of study.
And then what you're bringing in is provision of what you call bike.
Provision of
bike parts.
Back parts, yes.
We can do in the campus. If we talk to the management, they can create bike parts. That's
Definitely.
what I'm just
not just landmark, most universities.
We know, start from somewhere first now. It's not easy. He asks you, is that who will do the road for you, the path for you? The government, they will not. It will take you time. Even the ordinary road, you can see our Nigerian roads. See Nigerian roads. Now you are talking of path road. Who will think of that?
Sir, that's going to be the basic thing to be done once we get this $1 million project.
When you get the $1 million project.
Hello, sorry. From your pitch, I think you are talking about a total replacement of the transportation system, right? Is that it?
With 0 emissions, yes.
0 emission. Number 1, your $1 million won't go far in Lagos because the transportation system in Lagos is $1 billion industry on its own. So it really can't go far. You can't fight the battle with $1 million with them. So and then again, what about preference? I don't like to cycle. I like to ride a car. What exactly are you going to enforce me to do something or not? Because when you're talking about a total change, it's not something that takes 100 years. So what's your pitch, or how are you going to make sure I'm going to do it? I'm going to choose to ride your bike.
Yes, sir.
We like your concept. We like what you are thinking of. I love the idea. You're thinking as a but what are you bringing up for? What
I think my contribution here is, you have a very brilliant idea. I think what you guys need to do right now is to begin to factor some of these suggestions. For me, our weather also here is not also friendly, particularly when the sun is so harsh, and then the rain, storm. So many factors will militate against this idea. So are you factoring that into it? So please, I think you need to think about it very well. We have cows, we have so many things. We just, then that is the end of everybody.
Are you getting me now? Even in advanced country, I told her just, have a
See, let me share this. Let me give you this example. We're trying to find out. Do you remember there was this invention that you just step on? You step on it, I've forgotten, and then it will just be moving. And it was, people embraced it, but eventually it died a natural death because we don't have the infrastructure to sustain it. And that was how the business just died. Even in CU, somebody brought it. I was there when somebody brought it, was in it. You just step on it, and then it's like, it works with your mind, and then it will just be moving. But now, where is the business? It's dead, it's completely dead. And so I think you need to put those things into consideration. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's put our hands together for Team Trailblazers. Please put your hands together for them. They have put your hands together for them, Team Power, and all of that and this. Yes. They have a very brilliant idea. As a matter of fact, they wanted to pull out, to be honest. They met me and they said they didn't have all the facts. And I said, no, let's go. So, you guys got all the strength from the judges today. But then, you are not killing the idea. Yeah, you're not killing it. No. I will not even allow you to do that. So, no matter how you feel now, you wake up tomorrow, drink water, and we will sort that out. We have to push that. It's a very brilliant idea, but there's a lot of things that will be considered. Or there are a lot of things to be considered. Next team that will come on stage right now is Team Boat. Team Boat, where are you? Team Boat. Team Boat. Yeah, I remember Team Boat. There were like 2 teams inside Team Boat, but today they are just one. I don't know how. Some people either run away or... And this team, they had like 6 ideas. Wow, they were so on fire. But I have this idea, but I have that idea. And at 1 hour, they were still asking me if I have this idea, but I think they have one that is going to hit the nail. So, Team Boat, right? Team Boat. So you have, yes, Boat, B-O-L-T. Yes, Boat. So you have 5 minutes. The judges have 4 minutes as well. The technical team, are you ready for them? Please indication. Technical team, are you ready for them? Team, okay. So, your time starts now. Enjoy your pitch.
Hello, everyone. Our case study is Covenant Estate. Now, Covenant Estates have a centralized waste collection system. Yes. So our case study is Covenant Estates. Covenant Estates have a centralized waste collection system that helps bring waste together. Over time, this waste collection system becomes inefficient and begins to leak, thereby releasing toxic waste materials into the soil, air, and water, causing air pollution, water pollution, and soil pollution all at the same time. And in rural areas, yes, we know, in rural areas there are no centralized waste collection system. But then the farmers, thinking about the farmers, they need a proper water collection system that would help with irrigation and also that would yield soil fertility.
came up with an idea that will produce water, that will produce fertilizers and clean energy from sewage, that's biodegradable waste products, and also clean water and potable irrigation water from wastewater.
So basically, the systems already exist separately. There are systems that convert sewage and biodegradable waste to electricity, and then there are systems that convert wastewater and to drinkable potable water. So what we came up with is to get a system, that will connect these two methods, these two plants together to do it at once. So in that estate, our device is generating energy for them, also giving them water. And in rural areas where they might not need where they might not need the biogas already, they will give them the fertilizer, because after generating the energy from the waste is still left with us, the solid waste, which will convert to manure for the rural areas. And then the wastewater will convert it to clean drinkable water or irrigation water in rural areas.
Okay, every good business proposal has to have great market strategies, and based on our product synergy, we're going to have to sell to people that are going to need our products, such as agricultural companies, let's say recycling companies, water production and treatment companies, because they are getting the biodegradable substance out of it, so that we can get. No, sorry. So we're going to be selling to NGOs, water production companies, and recycling companies, because we're using biodegradable waste and water waste. Okay, so can I get the next slide? Okay. Now, the original cost of production for just the biodegradable waste is $1.5 million. Then for the water treatment plant is $1 million. Then the total cost is $2.5 million. With our product, which is combining the two into one, is going to reduce it by about 40% to $1 million. That is like 40% reduction in the entire process. And then a unit cost, this is our unit cost production price. Unit cost production price is about 500,000 naira, sorry, for the 500,000 naira for the biodegradable treatment plant, and then 200,000 naira for the water plant. Together is 700,000 naira, which is also a 40% decrease in from our own side. That is a benefit for the both sides, 40% on the industrial base and on our own units production base. Thank you.
So basically, what our own device is now reducing, how it's impacting the environment around, is reducing the toxicity of the soil. It's going to reduce water pollution, air pollution, and soil pollution at once. And it's going to, the methane that is emitted from degradable waste is what we're converting into electrical energy. And that's also a greenhouse gas that we're also converting. So we're reducing the emission of methane in the environment. Thank you.
You are doing what, sorry to say, with all humility, I'm the director of Waste to Wet and Waste to Energy initiative in this university. All these things you are talking about, we that have been there, sir, we cannot even go near what you're saying. This is pyrolysis, yes or no? Do you know the meaning of pyrolysis? Converting everything, fertilizer, waste to fertilizer, then bringing some of this heat, bringing them to be water, drinkable water, H2O. We cannot do it yet. Even people that we have invited, management level, to speak to us, the money they're asking, when we got to, I didn't want to mention them, to proprietor base, they were throwing it away that it's too costly. they were asking us what's the profit, I mean, the marginal profit when we use this billion to do this. Though the profit is not, short term, it may be long term, but even the money to start the short term is not there. But you are here to tell me, showing us, Dragon, that you want to do this. I love your concept, I love your idea, but how is it viable? Then what are you bringing? It's already existing. So what is your take? What are you bringing? What is the new? What is new that you are bringing to it? All this thing you are talking, yes, we have it. I can give you a lecture on it. Are you getting me? But what are you bringing into? I mean, what are you telling us? What do you want to do? You want to use another method, or you want to bring another equipment from nowhere to replace the one they are bringing? In fact, if you have anything new now, I will take you to the VC. You will buy this your product or your idea. Or the most serious, all the people that three companies have been here telling us all what you are saying now. We have the waste, we have the center. Are you getting me? So the reason I said I better talk to you. You have the idea, you have the theory, but is it doable? What are you bringing in? I mean, what do you want us to buy from you? Thank you very much.
Okay, the first question.
Any question?
Yeah, you asked a question. Okay, the question was that the price, the Lamarck University has tried to do it and the price is high. While we were doing our research, we saw that it's possible to make a homemade sewage system and homemade water treatment system. Yes, yes. On Google, you can check it out. A homemade system, actually, is very possible. Yes.
But what you just presented to us right now is quite different from what you are saying.
No, we're presenting an industrial, on an industrial scale, not on a homemade scale.
But it don't fly. It's not flying.
Yes.
So are you streamlining? Are you doing something local? You can say now. I want the DC. I get you. We will just. You are part of our team. You know we have a company.
Yes, sir.
Waste to wealth. What you're doing. In fact, immediately we employ you. We employ you.
Okay. The judges have a lot of questions, so we're going to do it this way. Each judge, you just take your pen. Each judge will give you a question. So after this round of questions, we're done with you. So.
I think I would prefer a suggestion like Prof have said earlier. You're talking about industrial skill for, I saw water treatment. I happen to study chemical engineering. I'm not practicing, but I happen to study chemical engineering. So I know what it takes to actually build a water treatment plant. It's a lot of money. And the equipment alone, even if you are going the traditional old ways, it's still very expensive. So it's like you said, it's better to target individuals, homes, rather than targeting industries. I'm just for all sincerity. The truth is, if you can solve the problem of the home, you're actually solving the problem of the community. So that, I believe, should be your target, your view, and how you're thinking forward in your product. I like it, and something that is very nice.
Prof.
You're also saying fertilizer. You want to from there.
Yes, sir.
Fertilizer. You have to streamline to get the fertilizer. Don't you know how many, what you make, I mean, what you put into together to get the fertilizer. The fertilizer is a waste product, and it has to be under. So it's too cumbersome. Don't go there at all.
Okay. I hope you got that down then. Okay, so address those questions quickly.
Okay. Let me talk about the fertilizer, why the fertilizer is involved. You're talking about biodegradable waste. While we're creating energy from it, we can also get fertilizers for plants. As in, because normally in waste sites, even if we know that it is toxic, sometimes plants go there because there's waste that is going on there. Yes, so the biodegradable has created natural fertilizer. So if you can produce it on like a professional scale, it's going to go on a very wide range from the. Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any other things to say? Homemade sewage system. Do you have details on the homemade sewage, the homemade treatment plants? It makes more sense if you are homemade. So do you have details, yes or no?
We don't have details. We didn't put in our pitch.
Okay.
But in the process of research, we can check it now. It was actually possible. It's very possible. Homemade treated system.
Okay. Yeah, that should be the highlight of your presentation.
Okay. Yes. Yes, sir.
Team Boat. That was a very wonderful pitch. Please put your hands together for Team Boat. Put your hands together for Team Boat. Now, Team Spec and Team Revolutionary. Yes. You know, I said it at the beginning of the event that no team here will go empty-handed. See, the prof is already saying he wants to call VC. So if your idea is actually really feasible, Landmark University can even sponsor it. That is minus Hult Prize. So, please. You guys did well. Please, a round of applause for them again once more. Please, let's clap for them. So the last thing that will be coming on before we call it a day here for the on-campus grand finale, Landmark University. Team Revolutionary. Team Revolutionary, can you come up? Please put your hands together for Team Revolutionary. Put your hands together. Okay, I think I have one more team here. I skipped them. I thought this was team. Okay, that's Team Boat, right? Team Boat just presented. Oh, okay. So, yes, I think this was the team that said $1 million cannot do the idea. The judges are actually looking forward to what you want to say, so you better have what to say. Enjoy your pitch. Your time starts now.
So, a year ago, we came together and we discovered that the economic ratio in Africa has drastically reduced, and Africans are actually suffering because, let's take Nigeria as a test subject. As at June 5th, 2019, we have 200 million Nigerians, and 85 million Nigerians are actually poor. So, out of the 85 Nigerians, they all live under $1.9. That's approximately 360 naira. So now, 360 naira for a Nigerian man is nothing because he has to feed himself. Let's say he has a family, he has to feed his family too. So right now, he lacks social amenities. Economic instability will affect him. He won't be able to provide clothes for himself, shelter, food, and light. So we came up with a solution.
Thank you. The world has large energy problems, but lightning energy has an even larger solution. Since the late 1980s, there have been several attempts to investigate the possibility of harvesting lightning energy. I'd like to tell you that a single bolt of lightning carries relatively large amount of energy, approximately 5 gigajoules, or about the energy stored in 145 liters of petrol. And this is what brought about LPS. So basically all the lightning we can capture could give the world enough electricity for only 9 days.
Okay, according to research which we did, we found out that to actually capture a lightning in a preserved and containable way, scientists have actually created a lot of means for us to actually preserve, redirect, and also conduct lightning. Like you can use various supercapacitors to actually store a lightning bolt. Like MC can store one lightning bolt, which can also contain over 10 million watts, which can also help us in various calculations to actually power up to 56 towns in a community. So I'm trying to say, in this technology, this container is made of various stacks of glass, which also has a pole that allows lightning to go through. That's made of aluminium. That aluminium substance allows the lightning bolt to move through it into a capacitor, a supercapacitor. That supercapacitor stores that voltage, also transfers into a coil. That coil produces the electricity and also produces an heat ray. That heat ray can also be transferred into energy, which indirectly lightning bolts can give both two types of energy, both light and also heat, and which can also help the community. And based on an experiment which we came over, they did an experiment based on this, trying to make their own lightning bolts to see whether it can actually work. And it worked perfectly well, testing that they charged it up to 1 million volts. And this 1 million volts was able to power a vehicle for over 6 hours because of some difficulties on the experiments. So according to this, we're trying to say that lightning energy can actually be extracted and used as a power source in especially various communities like Nigeria. Because in different communities, like in the US, in the state building, it was also calculated that lightning strike yearly is over 52 million times lightning strikes the state buildings. So I can actually say that if we can actually pinpoint areas where lightning can actually strike, we can actually build a facility there we can use to convert lightning energy into power source. So I can actually tell you some few problems on these facts.
So let's talk about the economic importance of lightning bolt. Now imagine every Nigerian, both farmers and both the poor people, could pay 100 naira per month for electricity. It's actually possible right now because these lightning bolts will power a whole city. And a lightning bolt is strong enough to power the whole country without lacking anything. And we can use the heat, as I said, to power the lightning bolt itself. So we don't need any generator or anything. And again, we would stop the use of generators, that's CO2, which it produces, and to stop the depletion of ozone layer. Thank you.
Team Rev, yeah. A judge has just given you another name, Team Rev. That's fine. That was wonderful. So the judges will have one questions each. So after their question of observation, take them down, then you answer. So we won't waste time. But
okay. He brought me here purposely because of you. Sorry, the equipment you have. First of all, what is your contribution? What do you want to do? Because that is the important thing. What are you bringing on board for this lightning power system? What is it that you are bringing? Is it the equipment? Document. Okay, you answered. That's number one. Then you are saying that this power is direct. Lightning is direct. You want to kill us? You don't need transformer. You are saying you don't need anything to. Don't you know what to call? There is a step up, step down. You need transformer. You are taking light from lightning, and the thing you okay, you convert to light. What about my lightning is just maybe 30, and then you are giving me 1 million. You want to kill us and my family? You need transfer. You know all these things. You are sorry to say, it's a good idea. You have the concept, the idea, but is it realizable? What are you bringing on board? That's why we're here. We want to help you, not to condemn you. Okay? You have the idea, you have the concept. So what are you bringing on board? Yes, it's possible. So what are you bringing on board so that we will now tell Hult to sponsor you, to help you? In fact, let me tell you one thing. All of you, if you had told me about this, I will invite the VC. He will be sitting down here. We are looking for this kind of alternative energy. We are spending 25 million every month in this university on energy. Very huge. For example, if you have a local, what do I call that? Like I said, that you can do it locally. We give you money here. You do it for us. You will save us money. Papa will even like you. On the most road, we are spending money on energy here. So please tell us either you want to bring another new thing or locally made one, so that we try. By the time 10, 40 students will be stricken by, at least we'll get our research. Because that research.
Well, I think for me, I just want to expand the voice of Prof. It's simple. Do you have a prototype? Yes. We want to know whether the idea is doable. That is all. Do you have a prototype? Because it's like you just came to share concepts. I think that's the thing. So if you have something, I think.
All right. From the business perspective of things, that's not my expertise anyway, but you said then it's possible for each Nigerian to pay 100 naira for electricity. Have we considered the cost of setup for the capturing, the electricity, the generation of the electricity itself, the cost? So it's not, then at the end of the day, do you think it will be viable, like, at all, really? Yeah, so.
Okay, the teams, I'm sure you got all that. So I think you should answer those questions critically. If you don't know the answers, take it easy. Because they know how it works, so.
For the contribution is actually a easy material to get. I actually don't have a prototype, but prototypes normally, the prototype is actually it has been created before. But what our plan is that we're using the idea they used to create the first prototype they did from the experiments we showed on the slide. And we're also adding Faraday's law. That's like the law of its magnets. If you pass a conductive matter in between two magnets, it creates a charge in the conductor. That charge is what we want to use to sustain the lightning in the tube to keep its regenerative form. Because of a light has 3 factors, and that's fluctuation, regeneration, and production. What's the reproduction? What's the last one? What's the last one? Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes. Okay, next question is step up and step down transformer. So in the explanation of the diagram I said, after when it goes through those two processes, for sure it's going to be sent to a transmission transformer. That transmission transformer is actually going to also step down because it also stores voltage. And the distance with the lighting travels through the cause wire. That's if we have that's if we are also sponsored by like help from NEPA companies, also connect our power supply to the line system. That distance also creates a resistance to the same power, so it reduces the voltage of that lightning. And also when it gets to the main community, for that main community, so it's going to have a power company that's also going to have various step down transformers that's going to step down the energy up to. But
okay. Yes, have a scope.
Is
it landmark you are, then from the scope you can have expansion plans.
Yes. The mini projects can actually be started in just for a building, which will use smaller equipment for that.
Okay. okay.
So
okay.
I was thinking big.
You're thinking big, yes, it's fine. But then, scope. Okay. So the last question.
The next question is on the business properties. Okay, we said 100 naira per month from. We said 100 naira per month from both rich and the poor because of Nigerians. We already live on 36. Nigerians always live on 316 naira. So that 100 naira, the way we calculated it was that in the whole of Nigeria, we have over 200 million people. So if you calculate 200 million people pay for, because there's nobody that won't want to pay for that kind of power supply. So if 200 million people pay 100 naira, that's over 20 billion naira per month. And if you have 20 billion naira per month, that's over 240 billion naira in a year.
Right. You've spoken about the money the people generate, right?
Yeah.
What about the cost of running the business also?
The cost of running the business, because of these are these are basic instruments, so we don't believe they'll be that costly, except from
you know,
except
that's the thing. You didn't show us, like, you didn't do the homework about that.
We already did the homework based on the economic aspects. We didn't actually go into the
Team Rev. I think we can call it a day for them, right? Okay. Team Rev, just a short form. It's Team Rev. So thank you very much for your presentation. That was beautiful. I think every team that came, they had brilliant ideas, but they had a lot of homework to do. So, okay, I think I missed the team. That was a mistake on my part. So I'll call the last team, Trailblazers. Please come up quickly. Quickly, Trailblazers. I'm very sorry, judges. Yes. You have 5 minutes just like the others. The judges will try to make your questions short. Please. Team Trailblazer, yes. Okay. Five minutes. Your time has already started, so quickly.
Okay, here we have Nigeria. It's the total landmass of 924,768 kilometers square, with a total population of 200 million people, ranking 7 in the world. Then we have here a climate of Nigeria. Okay, Nigeria has a vast climate that increases the yield of cash crops such as cocoa, citrus, and cotton, etc. Okay, the fine young man you see here is Musa, a local farmer from Zamfara. His father left him acres of land to farm on, but he's not too learned in farm practice. Rather, his horizon isn't expanded to a sufficient amount to enable him gain a reasonable amount of yield at the end of the harvest. Then he stumbled upon a company that helps him with the state-of-the-art consultancy services and machinery that aids in shifting his current financial status.
So I present to you FarmMove, and we offer service to help farmers by implementing sustainable farming methods which improve both farming procedures and a better planet, with the aim of having a positive net impact on the environment with every dollar being earned, connect farmers to consumers and manufacturing companies, reach no fewer than 1 million consumers within a year, and increase decent work environment. So this is how we work. We have a farmer like Musa who calls FarmMove, and the reason why he calls FarmMove is because he has hectares of land, and he doesn't have the manpower and machineries to work on the land, so the land is dormant. So we as FarmMove, we come with the service to help him farm a sustainable, we implement a sustainable farming method on his farm. And we also have, already we would have had a partnership or affiliations with manufacturing companies and consumers who need such products. So at the end of the day, when we plant and it germinates to a point where it can be sold, with the partnership we have and our website and app that we are ongoing, we are going to transport it to the manufacturers, creating job for the farmer itself. We are helping the health benefit itself and all that. And the step we've taken so far is we're recently getting our logo, which is not out yet. Then we are creating a website and an app. We are preparing legal documents for transaction with the farmers, because the farmer is not paying for the service. It's going to be on a contract base, so that when we sell the product, at the end of the day, based on the contract we've had with him, he's going to get his own cut for us using his farm. Then also we are ongoing with the registration of our business with CSC. Then also we have a first farmer who is a father of one of us who has called Farm Move to come and implement on his farm as a first trial. Then and so therefore we have the Farm Move chain, which is we have the farmer. Please, let's go back the slide before this. We have the farmer, we have Farm Move, we have health benefits, we have the human benefits, and we have every dollar end. Thank you.
Okay, idea of encouraging sustainable agriculture has so many health benefits. For example, it helps in reducing climate change. This excess CO2 in the atmosphere is one of the major problems of the world, and encouraging sustainable agriculture helps in reducing that effect. For example, an acre of land, an acre of trees could help in absorbing the amount of CO2 from a car that is traveling 26,000 miles. So for example, encouraging the cultivation of trees could help in reducing that effect. Also, it helps in purifying air. For example, pollutants like sulfur dioxide, ammonia, and the likes are trapped or absorbed by plants and trees, and they are stored while the trees end up releasing oxygen, cleaner air. And it also helps in reducing water pollution. For example, storm water has nitrogen and phosphorus, which by research has been proven to be very detrimental to the health of people. And if it falls on bare land, can easily flow to oceans and streams. And not everyone has access to pure and clean pipe-borne water like we do. So obviously, those local farmers are the ones that have access to it. So encouraging sustainable agriculture could help to reduce the effect of water pollution. Also, it could act as a renewable energy source. And a renewable energy source. Countries like the United States, like Australia, are shifting from fossil fuel to planting crops that you could harness biofuel from, like example, corn and plants like corns, sugarcane, and the likes. And it also helps in reinforcing the soil. For example, if a tree is planted on a piece of land, when the leaves fall, it helps in reducing and preserving the temperature, and it also helps in retaining moisture in the soil. And when those leaves tend to decay, it acts as a source of nutrients, and also it acts as erosion control. Two of the major sources of erosion control are rain and wind. And when agriculture is enhanced, it helps in weakening the momentum of the rain that tends to reach the soil, because they tend to be absorbed by the trees and the plants. And the roots of plants tend to hold firm the soil to reduce the impact of the wind. Apart from the benefits of the earth, it also has human benefits also. Number one, it provides green jobs, as we could see, like for local farmers that have land, but they can't really export or transport it to people that use it. Farm Move is here to help them. And also agro-tourism. For example, countries like locations like the Yankari National Park and the likes on the screen, when they are maintained and when they are managed well, could serve as source of incomes to the country and the agricultural sector, sources of raw materials for other industries like wood, for construction, like clothing, for for like skin for the clothing sector. It helps entrepreneurship and investment opportunities, and lastly, it helps in food security.
Now, how can we earn back every dollar spent? Using the case study of Musa, the farmer from Zamfara, assuming he has 2 acres of land to produce 20,000 pieces of watermelon, costing 500 naira each, and Chi Exotic Company demands for 10,500 pieces of watermelon. That's 5,250,000. With the partnership agreement we have with Musa already to use his land and planting service, he said we should give him 20% of the 20,000 pieces of watermelon collected from him. That's 1,050,000. We are left with 4.2 million. Then transportation cost and transportation and labor cost from Musa's farm to the producer, that's Chi Exotic, that demands for it. We make use of approximately 1 million. We are left, Farm Move is left with 3.2 million. That's times 3 of the initial cost. That's 1 million that we spent. Imagine, and now Musa is not the only one we'll be working with. We'll have other farmers with different agricultural produce. And by the time we are partnering with them and we're making use of at least 15 farmers, we'll earn up to 50 million or more annually. Thank you.
Let's put your hands together for Team Trailblazer. So, Team Trailblazer. Trailblazers, right? Trailblazers. Farm Move. Farm Move. F-A-R-M-M-O-V-E. Move. Farm Move. So, you take your notes. Judges, you have questions, I guess. So, we'll have one question from each judge, and then you answer them together, so save time.
Okay, well, let me start. Number one, I want to find out, what is your value proposition? That's the more important thing. Then, who are your customers? Is that okay? Those are the 2 basic questions I want to ask. I don't know, the idea looks disjointed somehow, but if you can highlight the area of your value proposition and also your target customers, then I think I'll be interested. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. In not like platform, I'd already go on that. What I need to say, what you do that. So what is Farm Move? What are you into? Just in one, like, do I say a mission statement? Just an statement. What you do? Are you using, what's it called? Is it a service provider? Is it, what do you do? Or a product or whatever it is? Yes, I need to get that right. Thank you.
Are you like Uber?
Yeah, exactly. What do you do exactly? Yes.
So if you're like Uber, you're engaging other tools and resources. Yes, and then you're engaging it, and then you're using it disruptively, and then you eventually now.
Yes. But do you have any question? Okay, Prof, do you have a question? Okay, fire down.
Okay, I'll start with.
You have 1 minute, so please be quick.
Okay, so I will start with what is Farm Move. Farm Move is a service-based organization based on helping the farmers, and the way we can get our prof to use his land, make use of his land that is he can't use. Like the example we gave about Musa, who has hectares of land. He can't plant because he doesn't have the resources and the machineries and the manual labor to help him plant as much crops. So we come in helping him
to expand his farm.
at a contract-based level. Okay. That whatever we are getting out of, whatever product we are getting, crops we are getting out of your farm, we're going to sell it. Then you're going to take a certain percentage. Then we take a certain percentage as a company. Exactly. Exactly.
But then it's a win-win. You win.
It's a win-win. Then he wins.
Yes. Your vehicles. Yes. Yes. So what percentage? What's the percentage difference? Yeah. What is share?
The percentage, like what we did, the assumption we made is, since we are the one providing this service, we are making use of his land. For every product we get, he gets 20%, we get 80 as a company because we have to sort out the transportation and the manual labor. So now the key resources is like we as a company, what we had planned to do is to get our land first, to make use of.
How do you get your resources to start up whatever you want to start up?
That's what I said. As a company, what we want to do to get resources to start up is obviously we have to start. We need to have a land to practice what we want to do. Not with Musa.
You're not getting the point. Yes. Understand this. The farmer has a land. Yes, okay. Uber. Some people have vehicles. Okay, let's say Taxify now. When Taxify came to Cross River State, I was there. They made it open. If you have vehicles that you want to register, come. You know, and they will say, okay, for every ride you have this percentage. We as Taxify, we have this percentage. What Taxify does is open a platform for any driver to make money. But then they make profit, it's a win-win. Now, there's the same thing for you, but yours is farm move, and you're using somebody's farmland.
Okay,
how do you generate? Uber generates their resources by, calling and doing all that. But you, how do you generate your resources?
Okay, now I get the question. Now, for farm move, what we do is, since we are renting, and like you said, it would be wrong for us to violate our own goals. What we do is we create a platform for young farmers who are coming out of school. They are learned already. So we have a farmer like Musa who has hectares of land. We require manual labor first of all as a startup. So we use the manual labor of people who are employing first. Then whatever we start, like to get the revenue and all that. Yes, we are creating a website for that, a platform for that.
Okay, I think what we do is this. You need your products, your materials you use to start up the business, obviously, but you don't have a plan on how you will get those resources yourself. Farm crowding. Do you know about farm crowding? Yeah, try to make the idea better. Yeah, farm credit does that. They even give loans. Yes, farm credit give loans to farmers. Crowdy. Is it crowding or crowdy? Crowdy, DY. I think they do that. Yes, that's true. Yeah, they're similar, just different things. Yes, same model. It's land.
Yes.
Exactly. And even if you don't have a plan on, yes. Yes, exactly. Exactly. This team is not looking like they have all those facts on ground. But then, okay, this is what we do.
Sorry,
Yes.
sorry, can you come again with just what's the statement you just made now? That we are doing to, okay. No, we just told you the health benefit of having the farm. That is okay. That's why we're creating a platform. It was what I mentioned. We're creating a platform, like a partnership with companies, where they now, okay, we want this byproduct. Then we have, Musa has a land. We get the manual labor, we plant. We already have a partnership or an affiliation with a company, manufacturing process, a company. Then when our plant is ready, we just contact them. Do you need it? They will just... Exactly. Between the farmer and the consumer or manufacturing process. Exactly.
The value chain shows you from the downstream. All of those things will be seen there. All